Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of Nurse Nikki is Learning to Draw. I'm Nurse Nikki, and today we are going to be drawing Inspector Gadget, as well as I'm going to be experimenting with some animation, some very light animation. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Okay, so here you see I start by drawing his face and his hat, and I left his eyes for last on the face. I drew that as the last part of his face, and it's so funny. I was watching cartooning with Paul. He was doing I forget which character he was drawing this last time. He's one of my YouTube friends. But anyway, so he was saying that he always leaves his eyes for last because he doesn't want the character to look all crazy. So I don't know. That kind of just reminded me of him. You should check out his channel. He has some great stuff on there. But anyway, I went on to finish up the face and the hat, and then I started to draw the upper body / coat, if you want, and then added all those Inspector Gadget like things that come out of his hat and his fingers, and did the line art, and then finally followed up with coloring. And in the coloring that was done here, so I used a reference for this, by the way, but the coloring that was done here was a lot of like gradient like shading. So it wasn't like just two colors and very hard shadow lines. And unfortunately for me, I should have thought about that before I decided I was going to use this for animation, because when you do animation, you're trying to animate that level of shading. Man, that's hard. It's hard stuff. So anyway, I did press on. So by the time I finished the coloring, that's about the time I decided I was going to do some animation. So I decided that I was going to animate just a few of the items that were on his body. And some of the stuff I kind of threw in there, like if you look to the left and you see where it looks like it's the hand with the paintbrush is painting a picture of himself. That's what I kind of thought about throwing in there to kind of make it my own. And so basically for the animation part, I started to draw the different parts, and then I would let it play, draw some more, let it play, draw some more. Let me tell you something. It's one thing when you're just drawing, like say you have a reference, right? And you're drawing exactly what you see. But then when you animate, you have to imagine that thing turning or moving and how that would affect whatever it is the object is that you're turning or moving. Like when you look at the left side and you see where I did the animation for the screwdriver on his hand, you'll notice that to make it appear that it's turning, you have to have the different angles. And again, the way I shaded it, it made it that much harder, or took that much longer to render that, because you have to add the shading every time you draw it in a different position. And the hand too, I mean, I tried my best, y'all. This was so crazy. But making it tilt down and try to appear as if it's actually painting it and not just sliding down the face, I didn't anticipate that when I thought, oh, let me just try to animate this thing. So that was a bit of a challenge, but it was enjoyable at the same time. I hope to really do some more of this stuff in the future, because it really is fun. I would love to do some like whole animations where I do like walk cycles and just different things. It's really fun. I enjoy it, and I would encourage any of you guys to go ahead and try it out, but be prepared to spend a lot of time. When you're doing frame by frame animation, man, it's not it's not easy at all. And I can understand why the people who do those animation stories, where essentially what they're doing is they don't mimic movement for the most part. If they're wanting to pump out videos quickly, and these videos are like 10 minutes long, what you'll notice is they'll draw a picture of the character in one position, and then quick it's in a whole nother position, and you don't necessarily see it move into the position slowly as we would do if you're watching somebody speak. You don't see them standing up then sitting down. But that's what they'll do in a lot of these animation stories, because I'm telling you, just to do the simplest things. When I was sitting here doing this, and when you look at it, you're gonna be like, Nurse Nikki, seriously? But it took me 2 hours, or was it 3? Something like that. But it took a long time to do all the drawing, play it to make sure that it's okay, painting it. I have a lot of respect for all these people who do animations. You guys are the real MVPs. But anyway, so I really, really enjoyed this process, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Have any of you guys tried to animate? Please leave that in the comment section below. And again, if you like what you saw today, please give me a thumbs up, press the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you can see when I upload next. And if you haven't decided from this one video that you would like to subscribe to this channel, please watch some of my other videos. I thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Okay, thanks. Bye.